So welcome back to our channel, and we're still matching. So yeah, we are here for the part 2 because I really had some very important work that I had to, leave. So today we are with more deadly questions, can say, but it'll all be relatable. So yeah, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
And how do you feel today? Can you just say it to our audience, like before starting?
Actually, it's been a long time. I used to make some vlogs and all. So right now, I just I literally broke the flow of making. So totally, I'm new to it. So if you feel like I am not speaking good, please forgive me. But yeah, I'm trying my best.
Okay, let's get started with the first question would be the double standard. Did you ever feel that your partner was kind of getting away and it really felt unfair to you, and you were like, you're going to handle all these cases alone, and that kind of feeling, did it come to you, like
Yeah.
unequal kind of?
Yes, and not only me, it comes to every woman because initially they are unaware of the fact that their hormone is going to fluctuate to that level. Means you will feel like you are getting mad and you can't do anything about it. You just feel like even people being good to you, you feel like you don't want to hear them, you don't want to listen to them, you just don't want to be like, you don't want to sit with them.
I guess
You know why? Because they will give you gyan, and you at that point of the time you don't want to take any gyan. You just want to be fed like a baby. You want to be treated like a baby. You want to be like you just feel you're just newborn you are newly born.
I feel like somewhere down the line, I feel the hormone which is supposed to make us happy reduces to the max, and because of that you're never unhappy. It's always the sadness kind of feeling.
Yeah, it'll, like, even if people are going
Serotonin or whatever we
Yeah,
call
I'm
it.
telling you, if people will try to give you a happy gesture, you'll have tears in your eyes for no reason. I don't know. It's so critical, and basically because of that we had conflict in partners also. Maybe others also might have, but this is normal, quite normal. So chill. After a month and all, it's like so lovable. You will feel so loved. Your husband will be bonding with the baby. He'll be bonding with you. It becomes highly romantic. So the pregnancy journey becomes very easy.
Okay, that was very sweet. So sum it up in one.
So yeah, if your hormone fluctuates, don't worry about it. Just be calm, meditate, and just be positive. Watch good things, watch beautiful dramas, watch anything serious, watch any holy thing, anything that you like and it's going to keep you happy. You can.
I think getting spiritual will be more beneficial.
Yeah, it will be beneficial for your child.
Because that gives you strength and power to fight it against all odds. Okay, when you told us about the drama, can you suggest them the top 5 things that you've watched and you loved it during your pregnancy time? You felt it like it was very useful to me.
Yeah, actually, during the pregnancy, I was totally bedridden. So.
And why was it so due to some issue?
Every pregnancy is different. Every journey of a mom is different. So mine was different too. So actually, I had a normal conceiving. I didn't have to go through any pills or any problem or not. I didn't have to go anything. My conceiving was very natural. But yeah, after a few months of it, after a month, there was spotting. Maybe that was normal, but maybe the doctor told. Obviously, when you are under doctor, you have to take their suggestion. So she had advised me to take bed rest, and also. He's playing with me right now. Okay, she had advised me to take bed rest for 3 months. Yeah, because of that spotting of what I had, and I think it's normal. But whatever a doctor says to you, you have to follow that.
No, because of the placenta that was down, something like that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, also my placenta was down, so there was a risk of having early delivery, and at that point, on the first, second, third month, it's not safe for the baby. Your baby will not survive the world even if it comes out. So yeah, so you had to go to.
Okay, so that's why they give the complete bed
Bed rest,
rest. And
yeah.
they said like you can't walk.
Yeah,
and all.
you cannot walk. You can only go to washroom and stuff. And yeah, they also said me to keep my leg up so that my placenta goes like come up anyways. But with the growing of the baby, the placenta is most likely to go up, but in fewer chances, like maybe few chances, like 30-20%, the placenta still stays at the low, but it's at the safe. Like if you're under the consult of doctor, it's still safe. It was like it's a long time, so let's start with something. So I started with Ramayan first, and it was so good. Actually, I used to start Ramayan, Mahabharata, but I never used to finish it up. So at that point of the time, I literally watched every single thing, like Mahabharata, Ramayan, and also Mahadev. Devoke Dev Mahadev. It was very knowledgeable. As a Hindu religion, Hindu mythology, we have so many of the things to go through our culture and stuff. So yeah, you should be watching all these spiritual things.
I think to get more into watching spiritual thing, because recently there was a series on Netflix which I watched. I've never known the story of Mahabharata, and being a Hindu, I'm ashamed because I really didn't get a chance. No, I can't say that, but it didn't happen. The interest didn't happen to me earlier, but they have done so good with the series. It's an animated movie. It's an animated series, not a movie. It's named Kurukshetra, where they actually had the war. It was phenomenal. Like, I literally was waiting when will the next episode come out so that I could watch. So I think everyone should watch
It's
it.
not over. I mean, the series are not completed yet.
It's completed. All 18 episodes are out and it's mind-blowing. I loved it. Next one. The identity crisis. This one is very, very important. So, can you describe the exact moment in the past 6 months when you looked in the mirror and felt like a complete stranger? Did you feel the loss of identity, what I was and what I have become, kind of thing?
Yeah, when I obviously when you have your phone, there is a reminder like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
And you
and you get a flashback, and then you're like, and then you look at it. Oh my God, the bulky stomach. Oh, and like obviously your face changes. You look like a bit healthy, kind of, and your face.
But you're still looking fit.
Oh. No, it does not. She only saw it over camera. She never came to see me when I was having a big tummy. So yeah.
We'll also have that story when I went to visit her after complete 9 months, because I was in the college and I didn't have any, any vacation or any leave. So I had come to see her after 9 months, and we'll tell you the story. This is incomplete. I will make another video where I'll put the entire story. What happened is very, very, very interesting. So yeah. Okay, can you continue with the same answer?
What was I speaking?
How do you feel like,
Okay, my identity. Yeah, so I saw, I was changing, and every day my stomach was growing, and there was a scar coming on my stomach, like a black line. My body was totally changing. When I was taking bath, I knew what changes I was having in my body, and every woman can relate what changes they have. So I can't say it openly. So yeah, the body changes drastically, and the worst thing, guys, like totally, I'm telling you, when you take bath and when you want to bend, you want to see something, you cannot. You can just see a big stomach, and it feels like, oh yeah, my belly is big. The moment when you're walking, carrying, it does not feel okay. You are, but when you are literally want to do something, you cannot look down, like front of your thing, something is fallen, you will not be able to see it.
Sad.
I would say one more thing, but it's okay.
What? Just say it.
You can never say like you cannot see it. You cannot see it, bro.
Sad.
You literally have to do like invisible. It's so scary. Like it might even you can even hurt yourself. So yeah, you can better use teamwork.
Let's get started with the next question. The secret wish. Have you ever had a fleeting moment when you wished you could trade places with someone without children for just 24 hours?
After birth.
Yeah, मतलब
कोई किसी को बच्चा दे करके.
हाँ, for just for 24 hours, I want a complete rest, and if somebody I could just change the, person's thing, I could go in your body and
Okay, yeah, I would definitely do it. I would definitely do it because.
with whom?
Okay, obviously with my most trustworthy person, because definitely I wouldn't give my baby to somebody.
So you would not miss your baby for 24 hours then?
Yeah.
You have to choose whether you would do it or not, or you would just bear the problem and just take it easy.
Yeah, I'll do that.
But you said you would.
No, I thought I would hand it to somebody.
But you
like,
said
most
yes. But
trustworthy
she said
person in
yes,
my-
guys.
I didn't miss more.
Sad.
If I would, I could.
Sad, Raga's mummy. Sad.
Because I love him so much.
But you said yes. That is bad. Unforgivable guilt. What is the one thing that you have done or failed as a mother, and still you're living with a guilt, and it's very unforgivable? Matlab, you feel like I'll never be able to forgive myself for this.
Yeah, had I taken less stress, I would have a normal delivery. I feel like that. And what makes me say this is, when at the time of when I was like almost a week away from my delivery, I literally he'll sleep like Sunday.
Tell.
Almost away from my delivery, I almost thought I'll make it normal, and everything was going very good with the thing. Like everything was with the ultrasound, everything was coming up good. So had I not taken stress about this, then I think at the last moment you have to take stress because doctor ask you to focus on the moment and stuff like that. So you are more aware about it. Ki. You start thinking about it कि मतलब कैसे होगा ना. So yeah, my moment had decreased because of stress, and then
So I think the one thing that she'll never be able to forgive herself is that she took a lot of stress, and the overthinking killed her, in the sense like she was fully prepared for the normal delivery, but just because of the overthinking thing and the stress, this led her to do the C-section. Because I think it affects, because taking stress is the poison that you're giving it to your body, and I myself have experienced it. So I think life goes on. Even if you take stress, nothing is going to change until and unless it has to. So I believe in destiny. I believe in the cosmic law and all. I know it might be feeling very superficial, but everyone should believe in this. So I think, don't stress yourself out. Just be there, live the moment, and handle it with
Ease.
okay, ease. Yeah. Okay. Guys, look again. Okay. Next question is the price of sleep. What is the most ridiculous or extreme thing you have done just to get 30 minutes of uninterrupted sleep?
my baby I'll tell you the story about this. The moment he was having cough and cold, he was unwell, I can say that, and he was totally being very cranky. At that moment I thought let's give it to my mother-in-law so that I can have a sleep, but that didn't work at all. You know why? He was crying literally. Because when a baby is cranky and he wants you, only a mom can be a healer, and none of the person in the entire universe
Yeah,
can
I
help.
felt it. Even if the baby is just brand new, by the touch, you come to know that this is your mother. This is my mother, and right now I'm not in my mother's lap, so I'm going to cry. I don't have that, skin to skin touch, so I'm going to. I think they have that instinct, no? Like she's my mother, and she.
Obviously he been in my womb, so he has that warmth and stuff. That is different.
I feel that, yeah. Nice. What is the biggest lie you consistently told your friends and families about how well you were coping with the entire journey? But what is the constant lie that you've told us?
That I'm fine. Like I'm fine, I'm doing good. But inside I was going through so much, when the hormone fluctuates. Having a battle inside me, I was having terrible body ache, it was like a critical body ache. Like sometimes my legs used to pain, sometimes my back used to throb. Like there was no medicine, and we could not medicate ourselves without doctor's advice in pregnancy. So whichever medicine you're taking and whatever you're going through, you should consult your doctor before having it.
Amazing.
Pause. I'll just make him drink milk and go to sleep.